Do you have an EP out, but are there plans for an album?
I do. In fact, I'm working on it right now. I recorded it. I wrote the record in London about 4 or 5 months ago, and then recorded it in Boston and in Los Angeles over the last 3 months. And it's actually done. But now that I have it, I'm going and adding a couple songs and tweaking it a little bit more. So probably later in the year it'll be done. But until then, the EP's on iTunes.
Okay. And then also, you said you were on Glee earlier. So, what do you do for Glee?
I sing on Glee, and I'm on the soundtracks for Glee. So I actually did an episode yesterday, and it's there's just like some backup singing that happens when they're all singing together, and that's what I do. With there's about 10 of us that help that just sort of help out with filling out the sound. So but the actors are all singing, and it's a pretty fun job. It's pretty exciting. Do you watch it?
Yeah, I like it.
Did you watch the premiere? I just watched the premiere last night because I'm a week behind.
Yeah, I watched
So
it on like Friday or something.
yeah, it's cool. Adina's on there. I toured with Adina Menzel last year, so she and I got to know each other pretty well. So that's a lot of fun that she's on the show now. There's a lot of guest stars this year. That'll be a lot of fun for you guys to see.
Okay, cool. And so also, like, what's your favorite band to listen to?
Wow, that is a toughie because I listen to so many different types of music. Right now, I'm listening to a guy named Daniel Merriweather, who's a British pop rock guy. He's kind of like Mark Broussard. I don't know if you guys know Mark Broussard or not, but that kind of like grovelly southern rock. But he was produced by Mark Ronson, so it's a little bit Amy Winehouse. Uh, and who else? The Swell Season. Did you see the movie Once?
I did not.
No. Okay, you need to go watch it. It's really cool. Anyway, the duo in that movie has a band called the Swell Season, and I've kind of like been geeking out to top 40 music too. So like I've been listening to Lady Gaga and to Jason Derulo and to all those sort of infectious dance songs, I guess.
Okay, cool. And so, what's your favorite song of the moment?
Man, um, what is my favorite song at the moment?
You can have more than one.
Okay, thank you. I will say, you know what? I really like that Heartbreaker song right now. It's kind of a guilty pleasure. What's that guy's name? Tao Cruz or something
Yeah.
like that? That's a good song. It's just a great song. Um, what else? I will say also Vogue on Glee because I sang on that. So,
um, and so also, like, what's the best advice someone's ever given you?
wow. I feel like I've been getting advice my whole life. Um, a lot, and most the best advice I've ever gotten has kind of been given to me through experience. Um, if anyone ever told me to never give up and to just keep going, that would probably be the best advice because winning in this business, the entertainment business, music business, is a very long. It's like a marathon. To put it into your track, it is definitely not a sprint. It is a marathon. So if you can stick it out and really just sort of believe in yourself and have the tenacity to not give up, then you'll probably be okay. So, and I think that's probably true to when you're in high school and in college and doing whatever you're doing, is just to take a deep breath and to keep going.
Okay, cool. So, back to Glee. What's like the coolest, like, who's the best person you've gotten to meet on the show or whatever? Like, the,
um, well, they're all really cool. Leah Michelle is great. She's very, very talented. And, um, I mean, Chris Colfer, who plays Kurt, is a super nice guy. They're everybody on that show is very, very talented and is very nice. And I think that's one of the best things about the show is to watch how successful they've become, and um, their lives have changed so much over the last year. Last year, at this time, they were barely known, and now I think 14 million people watched the premiere. last week, so it's a big change.
So, who's the most like their character on the
I don't know if I could talk about that. I don't know if I could say that. I don't know. Chris might be kind of like Kurt, I guess. I don't know. He's a pretty funny guy. Have you seen his interviews on all the talk shows?
I have not.
He's pretty
Need to watch
funny.
some of them.
Yeah, he's a funny guy, but I don't know. They're all great.
Okay.
Nothing bad to say.
That's good. So, if you could like perform with any artist or tour with any artist, who would it be?
Well, I had the opportunity to tour with one of my idols last year, who is India Ari, and she's like a neo soul singer. She had a hit a couple years ago that isn't her best song, but it was her most famous, which was that video. It was called Video. I'm not your average girl from a video. You know that song?
Yeah.
Anyway, so I got to tour with her and sing with her, and that was like a dream come true for me, because she would have been at the top of the list. Now, if I was going to tour with somebody, I would want to tour with Frank Sinatra.
Okay.
Even though he's dead.
That's
I love
fine.
Frank Sinatra. That would be my top choice, if I could.
Okay. That's cool. So, like, how did you develop your sound?
It's been changing for 10 years, and I'm even tweaking it now with this record. It's trying to not really do like what everyone else is doing but yet I like what everyone else is doing. So it's like you want to draw from like what's working now. I love beats, so I want to make sure that my songs have a lot of rhythm, but I also love to sing in ballads, so I tend to sort of let my voice do the pretty songs too, because that's what I like to sing those too. So, and then you want to try to sound original, so you try to just sort of pick elements that are a little bit more unusual, and it's not easy. It's at least it hasn't been for me. Some people just sort of have it fall out of them, and for other people like me, you have to sort of try all kinds of different things to sort of come to the middle, and that's the way that I've done it. Is sort of I'll try this, I'll try that, and then somewhere in the middle will be my sound.
Okay. And so, like, where do you get song inspiration from?
At the gym, almost always.
Okay.
I get almost every idea like running or at the gym. I don't know why. Maybe it's because my mind is sort of free from distraction. Um, so yeah, I'll get an idea and then I'll come home and I'll like record it into my computer or I'll type out a lyric and then I'll go back to it later and I'll write. And then of course occasionally I'll have something that'll happen in my life where I'll do it, but usually the idea I get at the gym, I can work some sort of experience into that concept.
Okay, so lastly, what social networks can people find you on?
You can find me on Twitter at I am Chris Mann, MANN, and then my website, chrismannmusic.com, and on there you have a link to my blog, which I do every Monday. It's called Man Blog Monday, and all the fan forum, Manville, all that stuff is on chrismannmusic.com. And I'm on Facebook, which is my favorite one. So if you guys want to chat with me or shoot messages back and forth, find me on Facebook. I think it's I am Chris Mann on Facebook too, but you can just search for me, and we'll say.
Okay, cool.